Hi, dancers. Welcome back to the Veronica K podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about an adult ballet dancer's journey from never doing ballet before and now journeying to being on point. And we hope that this episode of the podcast serves as inspiration for you to stay motivated and pursue your ballet dreams, no matter how old or how young you might be. So, today we're going to be talking with Jen, and she started with me as a beginner a few years ago and has now worked up to being on point. And I first want to ask Jen to begin this little interview process. What made you want to jump into ballet in your 30s and start pursuing this as a full-time hobby?
Well, I came from acro yoga. That was my thing. So I was into doing things where you're making shapes with your body, and I really enjoyed it. But because of the pandemic, I wasn't able to do it anymore. So I needed something fun that I could do that I didn't need a partner. Um, yeah, that I could just do for my fun physical activity besides just, regular exercise.
Right, right. And ballet is such an artistic outlet as well. So you feel like you're not only getting the physical benefits, but the mental and the relief on that artistic side of things. When you first started back then during the pandemic, did you ever think that you were actually going to get on point someday?
No, I literally never thought that.
Yeah, because I remember one of the times when we were working together, you originally came to me with Achilles tendon issues and issues with your feet. After taking my foot and ankle course, we had started working together, and I noticed that you progressed really fast and caught on really well. And I mentioned point work to you, and you were just kind of like, "Ah." And then here we are. What, 2 years later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you have been on point for a few months now. So, when did you feel like your body started to change or you started to really feel confident and identify as a ballet dancer?
I would say probably in the past year, like this year has just been like incredible for me. As you know, I also figure skate too, which I also only
Mhm.
took up a little over a year ago. Um, but I just feel like I've just made so many strides in ballet and figure skating this year. And it's funny. I always like to say I don't feel like I worked really hard. I mean, yes, I worked hard, but I mean, because I'm a full-time working adult, so my working hard is not the same as someone that can just dance all day, every day.
Yeah.
Like I'm lucky if I can practice ballet and figure skating both twice a week each, three times if I'm lucky. Um, Plus cross training and workouts in between. I do a lot of mini workouts, like 15 minutes of strength training here, another 15 or 20 minutes there. It's just, where I can fit it in. So I guess I would say I've been really consistent. So just consistent over a long period of time that this year I guess, finally was seeing immense progress from all of that. I mean, I was having little wins along the way, but this year was just an incredible year. I'm on point. Um,
Yeah.
Figure skating is progressing. I'm going to be in the Christmas show this year.
Yay.
Um, so yeah, that's that's how I would. I guess this past year, even pretty recently, I started to feel more comfortable saying, like, yes, I'm an adult ballet dancer. Yes, I'm an adult figure skater. I used to say I do ballet and I do ice skating.
Yeah. Right. And I think that's important to mention. Like a lot of adult ballet dancers don't feel like they can identify as that they are in a position, of being the adult ballet dancer that they are, when we should confidently go forward and embrace that because we work really, really hard. And I've been on both sides of the fence, professionally, recreationally, and now kind of returning back into the freelance professional position. But it doesn't matter where you're at. I've gone and taken ballet classes with adults who are working so, so hard, never have had a professional job before. And it doesn't matter because they're working really hard and they fully deserve to claim that right as an adult ballet dancer. And it is really, really wonderful. So my next question for you is what surprised you the most about the process of getting ready for Point?
I guess it wasn't as intimidating or scary or hard or as painful as I thought it would be. It was kind of like, oh, like I can do this. And then like, yeah, like I can do this and like this is fun. I know some people like that's like their goal from like day one or shortly after starting is like they're just so focused on that. And I'm just for me, I was like, ballet, it's a lot to take in. I can't just be focused on one thing. Like I was just focusing on basic technique for a very long
Yeah.
time. And I still like to focus on the very basics of technique. So, I that means I may not practice jumps or pirouettes very often, and things like that. But that technique and you starting with me like from like my pelvis outwards and just overall like
Yeah.
getting my whole body like um conditioned and balanced out, just improve my ballet technique overall, that then you were like, hey, I think you could do point. Do you want to give it a try? And then I was like, well, if you think so, like, yeah. Because we've been working together so long, I trust your input. I just didn't want to like set this huge goal and feel so
Yeah.
overwhelmed by it or disappointed or like let down or whatever. It was just kind of like, hey, that would be cool someday.
Yeah. Right. Right. And I think that just talking about or hearing you talk about your progress as well, again, kind of reminded me how many ups and downs that we did take in this 2 year process with your body because you came to me with foot and ankle problems. Then we resolved that. Then we started working on more of your core control and some hip issues that you were having. And then we had little bumps along the way where, you'd have back pain or shoulder pain or other kind of flare ups. And we'd have to take a step back. And then we'd go forward again. And I'm just bringing this up because I think a lot of times when, no matter what age of dancer you are, what level of dancer you are, whenever you hit those points where you have that I have to step back moment, it can be really hard to see anything that's going to come in the future. And I know for myself, that's been the case. And I don't know if that's how it was for you too, but now seeing you on the other side of the fence and seeing how rapidly you've kind of just taken off this past year, your feet have just completely changed. Your arches are so much stronger. And, all of your technique has just really hit this point where I feel like you're on like a very upward climb that is very rapid. And it's really exciting to see as your teacher. And I'm sure that other people on Instagram who have been following you too are excited to see that progress and growth too. But mentally, do you think that there were any points where you were doubting yourself? Like after we had kind of set out on it and we had those ups and downs, how did you feel mentally going through all of that?
I think I would have a couple of periods where, like, yeah, it's, two steps forward and then like three or four steps backwards. And that's like even without like injuring yourself. Like sometimes you just feel like you lose it or you can't
Yeah.
like you just can't do it right or you get in your head and you just get overwhelmed by all the things that you have to do. So I just I just always go back to the basics. I'm just like, okay, let's just do plies and tendus. Um, because I'm like having a day or I just feel too overwhelmed to do like a full bar or whatever. And like being a full-time working adult with a crazy schedule, it's hard to fit in a full ballet class. So if I'm just like, I just feel overwhelmed, but I want to get a little ballet in, then I might just do plies and tendus. Or if
Yeah.
I just want to work on something specific, I'll just pick like a 15 to 30-minute class to work on like a specific technique that's been an issue for me. So
Yeah.
I just I just really pull back and focus on the basics or focus on whatever specific
Yeah.
thing it is. I work with like the time and the energy that I have. I mean, I always want to do more than I mentally and physically feel like I can do. So I'm always like readjusting. Like I'll have a plan for every week, and then I'm just constantly readjusting as the week goes.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's just how it is. I would say like there's only been a couple times where I felt like discouraged or overwhelmed. I've never thought like I can't do this, I want to quit. Um, I just take a step back, or
Yeah.
take a rest day or a break or whatever it is that you need.
Yeah. And that's so important to bring up because I think so many of us, well, we do get tired and it's okay to get tired. It's okay to take a rest day. It's okay to, maybe even like get angry at ballet for a little bit. You can walk away from it and pick it back up. It's not going to be gone forever if that's not what you want. And you won't lose everything as well. I mean, yes, you're going to lose your strength, your mobility, your endurance to a certain extent if you take an extended period of time off, but it's not going to be gone and incapable from retraining in your body. And that brings me to my next question, which is what would you say to your other adult peers who may be feeling like they missed their chance to be on point and think that their body is not capable of performing such a thing at this stage?
I would say they definitely have not missed their chance. I'm 42 and just got on point a few months ago. Yeah, so and there's people that have started older than me. Um, so
Yep.
yeah, it's definitely not too late. Never been on point before in my life. This is the first time. So and like I said, I started figure skating a little over a year ago. So it's definitely not too late. And like I said, I see other dancers in the Instagram ballet community and figure skating community that have started later than me, and are doing amazing things, ballet or other things too. So you could definitely
Yeah.
start many different things, ballet, figure skating, whatever,
Yeah.
at any age.
Yes, it's so true. And I love stories like this because they remind us that ballet is not just for a certain age, certain body type, certain demographic. It's all about your commitment. It's all about your passion, your curiosity, and how consistent you are to showing up to class, to putting in the work with the strength, the mobility, the cross training, and the recovery time because that's really important too, is making sure that you are taking care of your body and resting when it tells you to rest and training when you have the energy. And sometimes it does mean showing up when you're tired and
Mhm.
trying to push through a rehearsal. Yesterday, I know that was one of those days for me, but we all have those times. And Jen is proof that it's never too late to reach those milestones in dance. And I'm so excited and so happy that I got to just have you on here to talk very quickly. If you have ever thought of point work and you think it is out of reach, that's still something that can be within your reach no matter where you are in life. And right now, until December 2nd, privates are 20% off for Black Friday special until December 2nd, like I said. And you can book a consultation with me anytime on my page. There will be a link below in this little show description here. And if you want to continue following Jen, her journey to ballet and all of her next things that she's going to accomplish, then what is your Instagram handle, Jen, that they can follow you at if they would like to follow your journey?
It's Jen the Skate Arena, JENN TheSkaterina on
Thanks,
Instagram.
Jen. Yeah. And anything else in your current future that you are thinking of and plans next for your ballet journey?
Um, I'm not sure. Maybe I mean, hopefully one day I'll be able to perform somewhere. It's hard for me to get into a ballet studio regularly, um but yeah, maybe in the next year, I can try to start committing to that more, like to go into like a studio that has performance opportunities, or
Yeah.
something like that, or even being able to do point in an actual ballet studio would be pretty cool
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, I didn't expect anything that happened this year, so um I will just like let what happens happens, with those ideas or goals in mind.
Right, right. Well, thank you so much for sharing everything with us today. And I look forward to continuing to be a part of your journey. I'm honored to be a part of your journey. And I look forward to seeing everything that you put out next.